to one of the proudest traditions in the state of Texas, the 23rd commencement ceremony of Caney Creek High School. I would like to say a special thank you to Caney Creek student Joshua Baldwin and our journalism teacher Stephen Green for the lovely video prelude to our ceremony. In a few moments, the class of 2021 will begin their graduation ceremony. Please remember that this is a formal occasion. It is proper to applaud these graduates as we welcome them and when they receive their diplomas. Please refrain from using noisemakers that would interfere with the next graduate's family hearing their loved one's name called. Caney Creek has had a great tradition of showing respect at the graduation exercises. Please help us continue this tradition of respect and courtesy. I ask at this time that everyone please stand and welcome the class of 2021 of Caney Creek High School to their graduation ceremony. Thank you. Please be seated. The student speakers for today's ceremony are among the top 15% of graduates in the class of 2021. Students, please stand when your name is called. Derek Breeden, valedictorian. Taryn Lawson, salutatorian. Thomas Kreider, NHS president. Itzela Darkenwald, NHS Vice President. Juana Hernandez, Senior Class President. Kylie Neely, Honor Graduate. Julian Mayo, Commencement Speaker. And Annalicia De Leon, Senior Choir Member. Now please stand for opening remarks by Kylie Neely, the presentation of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and our national anthem.
Staff, students, friends, and family, a new chapter is about to begin for the class of 2021 as we walk across the stage and take the first steps into the rest of our lives. We couldn't have done it without all the support of our loved ones and the wonderful staff at Caney Creek, but it's important that we don't forget our God and all the blessings He's given us on our journey. Everyone here at Caney Creek may come from different walks of life, has many different views and beliefs. However, I ask you all join us together in spirit. Dear God, loving and caring Father, we would like to thank you for bringing us together to celebrate, for giving us the opportunity today to see all that you've blessed us with, for keeping us safe, and for the guidance you've provided us throughout all of our lives. We've gathered here today to celebrate our success as students, but it is only now that we've realized this is just the beginning. You've helped us endure hurricanes, snowstorms, and a pandemic, and now we're sure we're ready for anything. No matter the pain or struggle, you've held our hands and led us forward. You've heard our prayers and offered peace to our troubled souls. You've shown us that it doesn't matter what clothes we wear, whose family we are a part of, or what mistakes we've made. You will continue to love us all the same. We ask that for those we have lost along the way to see us now and know they are not forgotten. For we believe that we are the children of the highest God, and that paradise awaits us when our journey is complete. We ask that you give us the strength to use what we learned and continue on to a productive future. And that if we find ourselves feeling alone or forgotten, you will remind us of your love and that we are never alone. Finally, Father, we would like to thank you for turning the class of 2021 into a family, with bonds that will sustain the trials of the future, and for reminding us that we will always be worthy of your love and graciousness. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. The presentation of the colors will be performed by the Caney Creek High School Navy Junior ROTC, and the pledges of allegiance will be led by Itzela Darkenwald.
Please remain standing, and gentlemen, please remove your hats for the pledges and the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now join me in the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Ladies and gentlemen, senior choir student Annalicia De Leon will now lead us in our national anthem for the following by a welcome address by Senior Class President Juana Hernandez.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. I am Juana Hernandez, and it is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the graduation of the Caney Creek class of 2021. Everybody here should be extremely proud of all the graduates around you. We entered high school as tiny freshmen ready to face on the world, and we faced many adversaries, but we made it out together. Thank you to the Caney Creek staff and students for the unforgettable memories that we have built together. You will always hold a special place in our hearts. I would also like to thank all the teachers, staff, friends, parents, and everybody who could not be here with us today for all your support and everything you have done that led us to this day. We could not have made it here without you. Muchas gracias a todos los padres de familia por su apoyo que nos ha traído aquí. No lo hubiéramos podido hacer sin ustedes. Gracias por estar aquí hoy y bienvenidos a la graduación de la clase de 2021 de Caney Creek. Thank you for being here today, and welcome to the graduation of Caney Creek class of 2021. And now please help me welcome National Honor Society President Thomas Kreider to the podium for the introduction of our guests.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, guests and graduates. I would like to welcome you all to Caney Creek High School's class of 2021 graduation. My name is Thomas Kreider, and it is my honor and privilege to introduce our guests this morning. Please hold your applause until I finish introducing each group. Much of the success of Conroe ISD can be attributed to the hard work and dedication of the Conroe ISD Board of Trustees, who serve as volunteers and champions for our students. With us this morning from the Conroe ISD School Board is President Mr. Skeeter Hubert, First Vice President Mr. Scott Moore, Second Vice President Ms. Teresa Wagaman, Secretary Mr. Ray Sanders, Assistant Secretary Mrs. Stacy Chase, Past President Dr. Datron Williams, and Trustee Mr. Dale Inman. Our Superintendent and our Conroe ISD Central Administration give daily guidance and support to our schools. We are blessed to have this great group of administrators leading our district. Our Superintendent, Dr. Curtis Null, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Chris Hines, Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Education, Mr. Greg Kolsheen, Assistant Superintendent for Middle Schools, Dr. Shelley Winkler, and Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Education, Dr. Deborah Phillips. Graduates, this may be your most memorable graduation, but it is not your first. 13 years ago, most of you began your academic career in one of our CISD schools. Please join me today in recognizing the principals of our feeders and schools. From Austin Elementary, Dr. Serena Pearson. From Creighton Elementary, Ms. Patricia Thacker. From San Jacinto Elementary, Mr. Jamie Almond. From Milam Elementary, Mr. Gilberto Lozano. We are also excited to have Ms. Paola Gorman with us. She will be the principal of Milam Elementary next year when Mr. Lozano moves to open the newest school in our feeder zone, Hope Elementary. From Grangeland Intermediate, we have Mrs. Karen Jones, and from Moorhead Junior High, we have Mr. Robert Garcia. Many teachers and staff members of these schools are here today. If you are a teacher or staff member at one of our feeder zone schools, would you please rise? Please join me in thanking our principal and the Caney Creek High School administrators and counselors oversee our school every day. They give us love, support, and encouragement, helping us achieve academic success. Our principal, Dr. Jeff Stickler, associate principals, Ms. Nancy Kahn, Mr. William Kelly, Mr. Brad Milam, our assistant principals, Ms. Kathy Franklin, Mr. John Pyle, Mr. Nick Moore, Mrs. B. English, Mrs. Donna Hounahan, our lead counselor, Mrs. Tiffany Rodriguez, our counselors, Mrs. Diane Hernandez, Mrs. Cindy Horn, Mrs. Sarah Kelly, Ms. Kim Mankey, Mr. Joel Santamaria, Mrs. Sophia Mesa, Mrs. Jan Strother Lindberg, and Mrs. Diane Williams. We are also joined today by many members of the faculty and staff of Caney Creek High School. With those individuals seated with the graduates and in the audience, please rise so we may acknowledge you and thank you. At this time, please help me welcome Julian Mayo, who will deliver our commencement address.
Good morning, graduates, friends, and family. I hope everybody has fun watching their baby cross this stage and get their diploma, along with 400 other children you've probably never met. But as your graduate walks across this stage, or later today when you get home, this thought might cross your mind. I don't know how they're going to succeed in life. And the thing is, we definitely are not going to. Well, at first anyway. We will stumble and fall sometimes, but if you think about it, that is making it through life. Messing up, making mistakes, getting through the thick and the thin of things, whether that be alone or with others. But one thing that you need to make sure of is to go through life regretting the things you did and not regretting the chances you never took. When you grow old and you're sitting in your living room and your grandkid walks in and asks if they could interview you for a school project, which is, by the way, when you know you're old, what are you going to say to them? Are you going to talk about how you lived in Alaska for a couple years and got to know the Inuits? How you've seen and experienced crazy nights? Or how that you've been everything from a doctor to a welder to maybe even a manager of a Home Depot? Maybe that you hiked a mountain or overcame some fear of yours, that you took chances, that you made mistakes, that you found joy in the laughter, in the missteps and mishaps, and that you came out a better person for it. When I was younger, I used to stutter, a lot. So much so that I attended speech therapy for years. My stuttering got worse the more nervous or excited I got, and speaking in front of others was my worst nightmare. Ironic, right? My speech therapist used to make me read in front of the other classes, and this was by no means my idea of a good time. But eventually it got easier, I stuttered less, I got less nervous, and eventually my stuttering stopped. If it would never have been for those uncomfortable situations, I probably wouldn't be up on this stage right now. So what I want you to head into the future with is this. Don't be afraid of uncomfortable situations. Put yourself in them. Live a full life, one you can be proud to tell your kids and grandkids about, one that inspires, a life you can look back on and think to yourself, wow, like I really did all of that. A life without passed up chances and missed opportunities. Seize those opportunities. Take those chances. So go out there, grab life by the horns, take your shirt off and wave it in the air and be happy. And most importantly, take chances and live life to the fullest. At this time, I would like to invite our principal, Dr. Jeff Stickler, to the podium for a few words.
Thank you, Julian, for those great words. Julian mentioned in his speech that a speech pathologist had made a big difference in his life. I'm excited to let you know that we were able to contact her and come to find out she is still a speech pathologist here in Conroe ISD. I invited her to attend today's ceremonies and she agreed. So please, Miss Angie Wilson, would you please stand so we may recognize you? Welcome and congratulations, graduates. I know many of you are thinking, I can't believe this day is actually here. Guess what? I can't believe it either. Before you walk across this stage and receive your diploma, I want to give you your final evaluation from your principal. I have been with most of you since you started your 7th grade year at Moorhead Junior High. I have seen how you have handled so many major events that have occurred in these past 6 years. Through this time, I have learned a lot about you, class of 2021. You are smart, you are independent thinkers, you are friendly, accepting of others, and kind. What most describes you, however, is your love for others and your resilience. Some of the most difficult things that I have seen you get hit with would mentally paralyze many people in this world. You not only fought through those situations, you did it with a spirit of kindness and concern for others that is rarely seen in today's world. After Hurricane Harvey, I asked many of you if your families were okay and if you had everything you needed. Many of you said, yes, I have no worries. How can I help? I learned later on, for example, that one particular student who responded that way would walk to the bus stop every morning with his school clothes piled on his head, wading through waist-deep water, and put his school clothes on after getting through the flooded area. He didn't even tell anyone. I found this out in casual conversation. Having your house surrounded by 3 feet of water would have been a great excuse to stay home. But no, he came to school anyway and asked me how he could volunteer to help others. When tragedy struck our school and we lost precious lives, you gave overwhelming support to those families. Your love and kindness helped many families make it through those times. Last year, you had to deal with the school flooding in the fall and COVID in the spring. And through it all, you still found ways to have fun, learn what you needed in class, and support your classmates and loved ones. In February, many of us lost power and water for several weeks. You stepped up again, lending a hand, helping fix broken pipes, and allowing those who had lingering plumbing issues to wash clothes at your homes. And of course, this year, we've had the most unprecedented school year in the history of our country. You fought through the COVID quarantines and new ways of learning, the social distancing, and still had a great senior year. So what does it all mean? It means, class of 2021, you're an amazing group of students. You have shown me that the qualities of kindness, selfless service, and boldness in the face of adversity are alive and well in you. You are more than ready for the next phase of your life. Congratulations, class of 2021. Job well done. It has been an honor to be your principal. Next weekend, our country will celebrate Memorial Day, honoring our men and women who gave the ultimate sacrifice while serving our country. Today, I would like for us to take a moment to remember our men and women who serve our country in the armed forces. Would those in the audience who are currently serving in the military and those who are veterans of the armed forces please stand so we can show our appreciation. There are likely loved ones and family members who cannot be with us today because they are keeping our nation safe. We keep them in our thoughts and prayers. If your family has members who cannot be here because they are currently serving or because they gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country, please stand so we may show our appreciation to you. And graduates, if you will be entering the military after graduation, please stand so we may honor you for your dedication to our country. Dr. Knoll, President Hubert, members of the Board of Trustees, ladies and gentlemen, as principal of Caney Creek High School, it is my distinct honor and privilege to certify that these members of the Caney Creek High School class of 2021 have met the requirements of the state of Texas and are hereby entitled to be graduated from the Conroe Independent School District and Caney Creek High School with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Will the first row of graduates please rise and come to the stage? This is, the second one. Dr. Knoll, President Hubert, members of the Board of Trustees, parents, families, and friends, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the first graduate and valedictorian of the class of 2021, Derek Breeden. Derek is the son of Jeff and Sean Breeden. Will you please stand to be recognized? Derek plans to play baseball at the University of Texas at Dallas and major in biology. While at Caney Creek, Derek was a 3-year letterman in baseball, an AP Scholar with honors, and served as class treasurer for 2 years. Dr. Knoll, we would be honored if you would present Derek with his diploma. Thank you. It is my honor and privilege to present to you the salutatorian of class of 2021, Taryn Lawson. Taryn's father, Philip Lawson, is here with us today. Would you please stand and be recognized? Taryn plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin in the fall and major in chemistry. While at Caney Creek, Taryn was the president of Mu Alpha Theta, vice president of Leo Club, and historian of the National Honor Society. Taryn was also a member of the chamber orchestra and the ladies golf team. Dr. Knoll, we would be honored if you would present Taryn with her diploma. Thank you.
Karina Estello. Yvette Alejandra Calderon Facio. Thomas Childers Kreider. Itzella Rose Darkenwald. Brandon Fornero. Ivan Garcia. Yisiera Garcia. Cassandra Lynn Gilbert. Marissa Lene Hansen. Juana Guadalupe Hernandez Pina. Alexis Lee Lucius. Lydia Grace Madden. Mina Mikel Menchaca. George Jesus Mendez. Daniel Alejandro Puente. Kayla Cecilia Raquel Ramirez. Ripley Rayanne Renault. Vicente Yair Rios. Rosendo Aldier Saldana. Brandy Cecilia Amaya. Eduardo Avila Coseras. Victor Alberto Daniel Barrera. Vanessa Bracho. Jennifer Clara Cardenas. Mackenzie Marie Davis. Corbin Ray Everett. Taylor Ann French. Michelle Garcia. Catherine Gonzalez. Nathan Gonzalez. Mohammed Noor Ali Mahmoud Ursan. Berenice Lopez. Uvaldo Lozano Zamudio. Natalie Sarai Mendez Hernandez. Kaylee Marie Menz. Hadiel Medellin. Mackenzie Milagros Moreno. Kaylee Rose Najera. Kylie Lane Neely. Araceli Lizette Pesina. Laura Alfaro Montesinos. Valerie Danae Bishop. Robert Lamar Bridges IV. Donovan James Ray Krim. Angelina DeLeon Alvarez. Samuel Guyaga. Mariela Galvan. Ashley Nicole Gonzalez. Joshua Allen Griebling. Jan Luke William Groon. Edgar Jonathan Heredia. Salvatore Paul LaDuca. Julian Carnell Mayo. Kelly Lynn Oliver. Yvette Oregon. Vanessa Perez. Sachi Dominique Perez. Paulina Sanchez. Jennifer Estefany Tovar. Jennifer Guadalupe Tovar. Aiden Wesley Vaughter. Erin Nicole Zubik. Sarah Elizabeth Adams. Michael Rashid Agerbal. Margaret Marida Alexander. Emily Areli Alfaro. Teresa Guadalupe Alfaro. Jacob Kyle Allen. Natalie Alejandra Alvarenga. Erica Leticia Alvarez Serrano Jr. Lexi Anne Marie Amador. Cheyenne Nicole Anthony. Kayla Ann Applegate. Jose Ovidio Arias. Leanthony Xavier Armendariz. Sydney Paige Armour. Ashton Louis Arquette. Adrian Davin Arriaga. Marisol Arzate. Nadia Avalos. Julissa Estela Avila. Gilberto Avila Fuentes. Clyde Dean Ayers V. Jacqueline Baena. Sergio Baena Milan. Christian Balderas. Ronaldo Baltazar. Miguel Angel Banda, Jr. Brian Alexis Barahona. Hector Osvaldo Barcenas Quintero. Andres Barón. Brooklyn Maria Baeza. Juan Manuel Belmonte, Jr. Misael Jr. Benitez. Sydney Reese Bennett. Garrett Michael Benson. Danielle Alexandra Berger. Caleb Anthony Bergeron. Jillian Lee Blair. Alan Bolanos. Sandra Cristela Bonilla. Blake Edward Booth. David Wayne Bowden. Joshua Lee Branstetter. Alessandra Sunshine Brisby. Brandon Marlon Bruce. Jessica Rayanne Busby. Francisco Javier Bustamante Rendon. Nathaniel Jacob Butts. Wendy Jacqueline Caceres Lopez. Bernardo Campos. Kimberly Michelle Campos. Luis Angel Campos. Ruben Alexis Campos. Sonia Naomi Canales. Frank Anthony Carballo. Kiona Rosame Carter. Fidel Carallon. Estevens Alejandro Castillo. Ruby Paola Castillo. Christian Castro. Shelby Elizabeth Lee Champagne. Dawson Lee Chandler. Carla Daniela Chavarria. David Misael Chinchilla Martinez. Imari Chantel Clark. Rebecca Lynn Coyle. Emma Alexandra Coit. Austin Blake Collins. Isaiah Christopher Collins. Kylie Nicole Colson. Leisha Dayanara Colunga. Gabriela Conchas Soriano. Adair Jael Contreras Cortez. Justin Emilio Coronado. Samuel Jacob Covey. Dakota Justin Covington. Taylor Gail Crocker. Tristan Thomas Cross. David Eric Krausen. Juan Manuel Cruz Jr. Sheridan Marie Cundiff. Perry Bryson Dawson III. Juliet Nicole de los Santos. And Alicia Cora de Leon. Vicente Pedro Delgado. Carlos Antonio Diaz. Driani Josella Diaz Sorto. Javier Anthony Disney. Natalie Nicole Drake. Ashley Brianne Dry. Noah Jacob Dumas. Dalton Max Timothy Duntley. Jennifer Elias. Kirsten Lynette English. Jean-Luc Epinette. Miguel Angel Erazo. Jose de Jesus Escareno. Emily Michelle Espinoza. Marcos Eduarte Esquivel. Anthony Esteban Sanchez. Jonathan Wayne Estes. Mackenzie Leanne Everett. Aaron Daniel Fernandez. Galilea Alejandra Figueroa. Estefany Ciamara Flores. Uziel Flores Florencio. Horacio Fuentes. Ulysses Fuentes. Edgar Allen Gabino. William Chadwick Gaither. Joshua Austin Galloway. Esmeralda Madeline Garcia. Jonathan Garcia. Jose Manuel Garcia. Leslie Adamari Garcia. Nayeli Rosaline Garcia. Vanessa Garcia. Abel Jose Garcia Duran. Ava Nicole Garza. Jennifer Garza. Johnny Lee Gelston. Charisma Rochelle Gerke. Alex Barry Gillum. Ismael Gomez. Brian Gomez Orozco. Daisy Sarai Gonzalez. Mariella Abigail Gonzalez. Ashley Yareli Gonzalez. Brian Rafael Gonzalez. Devani Gonzalez. Gary Wayne Gray. Brandon Garrett Greenshields. Caleb Lee Gressett. Julian Jordan Keyshawn Guillory. Allison Taylor Guillot. Adon Elias Gutierrez. Cassandra Gutierrez. Savannah Brianne Abear. Emma Michelle Helka. Cruz Celine Hernandez. Yvette Hernandez. Jacob Lee Hernandez. Jennifer Alexandra Hernandez. Kaylee Brianna Hernandez. Marissa Hernandez. Matthew Ross Hernandez. Olivia Paige Hernandez. Randy Hernandez. Jocelyn Juliet Hernandez Barahona. Juan Daniel Hernandez Zarate. Naomi Herrera. London David Highlander. Kaylee Paige Holbert. Leslie Marie Hoops. Jesse J. Iracheta. Jorge Jaimes Jr. Anthony Joseph Yannick. Jesus Jimenez Avila. Zachary Cole Johnson. Jamie Michelle Jordan. Fabian Junco. Sarah Jean Kaminsky. Brianna Lynn Kelly. Thomas Jerome Knight. Bailey Renee Lacaze. America Laura. Crystal de Jesus Lara Zuniga. Jackson Wesley Lawhorn. Andis Daniel Lazo. Jose Luis Ledesma Solis. Aaliyah Patsy Leha. Mike Anthony Leha. Emily Lisbeth Leon. Leslie Michelle Leon Viveros. Tuesday Nicole Leonard. Christopher Michael Lewandowski. Paul Darrell Lockridge. Anna Anna. Brianna Michelle Long. Alexander Marticero Lopez. Antonio Lopez. Daisy Lopez. Kimberly Lopez. Mikio Manuel Lopez. Cecilia Lopez Gaetan. Brenda Lisbeth Lopez Ramos. Ashton Noel Lopez Thompson. Jaden LeBrian Lucas. Bailey Rain Lucius. Jose Alfredo Magana. Sydney Brock Marlborough. Adolfo Marban. Hayden Cruz Marsh. Adriana Martinez. Devin Blake Martinez. Escar Martinez. Katia Martinez. Madeline Grace Matter. Cheyenne Paige Matthews. Octavio Felipe Mayorga Gamez. Tori Marie Ray McCall. Ty James McCarter. Chandler Ray McCullough. Bryce Allen McGeorge. Genesis Giselle Mejia Bustillo. Jessica Pamela Mejorado. Julie Mendoza. Ruby Briette Mendoza Tierra Blanca. Ashley Michelle Mercado Acosta. Kayla Lene Meyer. Brian Miranda. Samantha Frida Miranda. Juan Pablo Moctezuma. Ezekiel Uriah Moore. Alejandro Molina. Victor Molina. Alondra Amber Montez. Yesenia Morales. Luis Gregorio Morales Delgado. Alexander Nathaniel Morgan. David Muniz. Layla Lauren Munoz. Mariah Ann Murphy. Jason Navarro. Jennifer Lisette Ocampo. Julian Roberto Octaviano. Israel Ojeda Mendoza. Perry Aaron Orick. Brian Ortiz Amador. Emily Osorio. Alyssa Jo Pena. Edwin Perez. Irene Otzi Perez. Jesse Perez. Omar Perez Cervantes. Andrea Michelle Perez Pulido. Blake Allen Perry. Faith Ashton Perry. Camille Elizabeth Rose Petrie. Anthony David Pittman. Jose Jesus Platero. Chloe Justine Pollard. Angel Javier Ponce Cruz. Brandon Keith Prater. Sonia Elaine Prine. Leonardo Quintero. Angel Jesus Ramirez. Leslie Ramirez. Angel Eduardo Ramos. Joshua Yair Ramos. Montserrat Maritza Ramos Martinez. Carly Grace Ramsher. Clayton Henry Rawls. Alexis Fernando Reyes. Jonathan Reyes. Jacqueline Natalie Reynoso. Lauren Alyssa Reza. Joshua Tanner Richards. Kevin Ross Rife. Alejandra Rivera Diaz. Jonathan Robert Robinson. Giovanni Jesus Robles. Alexius Victoria Rocha. Angel Rodriguez. Trinity Lynn Rodriguez. Ariel Deamis Rodriguez. Gilberto Rodriguez Jr. Luis Medina Rodriguez. Rosebelia Rodriguez. Jessica Rodriguez Cortez. Dennis Jose Romero Reyes. Daniel Rosales III. Juliana Lily Rosales. Connor Ross. Brianna Quinn Russell. Ashton Lee Rutland. Destiny Celine Riles. Rose Celine Sada. Christopher Salinas. Aaliyah Marissa Salinas. Samuel Aristides Salmaran. Alexio Dominic Sanchez. Jennifer Sanchez. Marco Alfonso San Miguel Osorina. Melissa Sarai Santillan Torres. Guillermo Santos Ortega. Delilah Nicole Denise Shelsky. Logan Christopher Schreck. Valeria Eunice Serrano Aragonez. Fernando Serrato. Trevin Wayne Simons. Dryden Slade Snyder. Brandon Alexander Solis Rodriguez. Nathan Galen Saunier. Jonathan Soriano. Tyler Joshua Stafford. Abigail Marie Stockbridge. Grace Renee Ann Strother. Carla Suarez. Michael Dylan Sunderland. Narissa Nicole Svetlik. Kennedy Michael Swain. Dalton Ray Sweeten. Jose Angel Tamayo Escobar. Clarissa Jean Tejada. Jonathan Terry. Kaylee Nicole Thomason. Brian Torres. Joanna Michelle Torres Fuentes. Edwin Jared Trujillo Lopez. Esmeralda Trujillo Ramirez. Christopher Jaden Trunkale. John Caleb Turner. Adrian Terubiartes. Nicole Euclid Humanzor. Emily Urieta. Rigoberto Ortiz. Peyton Cheyenne Uttinger. Steve Anthony Valdez Jr. James Franklin Vera. Jesus Vera. Jasmine Arlith Villa. Samson Villalobos. Memphis Jordan Villarreal. Sarah Michelle Wade. Alyssa Renee Walker. Caleb Joel Wallace. Justice Tyler Walton. Sarah Elizabeth Warren. Kelsey Lynn Whitaker. Jaquan Tamaj Wilkins. Amarley Williams. Edward Trevon Williams Jr. Isabella Kimberly Williams. Jace Cameron Williams Badeau. Jemiah Runell Wills. Krista Lorraine Wilson. Malin Yoseli Yanez Bardales. Alin Zamudio. Eileen Lupita Zamudio. Juliana Marie Zibodatsky. Gerzon Zulwaga.
Doctrinal. We have an additional diploma to award this morning. Sadly, it is presented posthumously to Matthew Kennedy. At this time, I'd like to ask his family members to come to the stage to accept his diploma. Accepting Matthew's diploma are James Kennedy and Chloe Kennedy. Several weeks ago, I asked the seniors to share with me their favorite memory of high school. As I read through them, I came to the conclusion that there is no better way to describe what makes Caney Creek great. So as our graduates continue returning to their seats, I would like to share with you a few of those memories. My favorite memory is when the soccer team made it to the playoffs. The school got us a fancy bus, and they sent us off with joy. It was awesome. Guillermo Santos. My favorite memory was at the football games when we finally scored and the whole audience screamed and the band played the fight song, Samson Villalobos. My favorite memory is going to UIL Academics and feeling that rush of pride when Caney Creek High School would be announced as winners, Jennifer Tobar. My favorite memory was being part of the vet class and having hands-on experience as well as having fun at the same time with my peers, Mariela Gonzalez. My favorite memory was when I received my welding certification, Hayden Marsh. My favorite memory was freshman year when we wrote our own poems for English. That's how I found my talent, Elia Salinas. My favorite memory was having teachers that genuinely cared about us, being able to talk to them, Vanessa Bracho. One good memory would be the security guard in the parking lot. He gave me some good advice about life that I will never forget, Escar Martinez. And here's a couple of anonymous ones. My favorite memory is when I started to communicate, express myself, because when I started school, I couldn't speak English at all, and now I feel more comfortable here because I have new friends and my teachers understand my situation, and I love that. And we'll do one, I think we have time for one more. My favorite memory would be when I gave up on school and I wanted to drop out. Y'all didn't give up on me. Y'all helped me get my love for school back so I could graduate. After hearing these quotes, it's easy to understand that Caney Creek is such a great place because of its people. Our students are loving and accepting of others, and our teachers and staff help our students get connected and find success. And now, graduates, please stand as our valedictorian, Derek Breeden, leads us in the turning of the tassels ceremony.
Today, we are gathered here for the very last time as a complete class. With these diplomas as symbols of our achievement, we are stepping into a great future for not only ourselves, but for our generation as a whole. The feeling of pride we have today is the same feeling we will feel when we focus on achieving our future goals. We must maintain these qualities even after we leave here today as confident and worldly conscious individuals. As we turn the tassels, we are symbolically turning the page to our adult lives as the class of 2021. We pass to the next graduating class at Caney Creek the legacy of commitment, courage, and pride as we turn our tassels to the future. Please join me now in turning our tassels from right to left. Please welcome Taryn Lawson for a few closing remarks while our senior choir students make their way to the stage.
The first time I wrote this speech, I thought about starting with, well, we did it. But after thinking about it, I decided that might just be a tad cliche. However, with further consideration and realizing that we basically survived through Jumanji High School Edition, that really is the best expression to summarize these last 4 years. This year, I had a teacher who I respect very much tell me, the students of Caney Creek High School are used to adversity. I believe that this is true. Y'all, we have survived through flooding and turmoil, and I had no doubt that we could survive this pandemic. It was a crazy few years, everyone. Thank you to every fellow student, teacher, staff member, and family member who made these last 4 years something I can look back on with a smile on my face. And even though it's cliche, I feel so much joy and relief in saying, we did it. Congratulations, class of 2021. Celebrate this accomplishment with your friends and family. Now please join our senior choir members in singing the Caney Creek High School alma mater. You can find the words in your program.
Congratulations, class 2021. This concludes our ceremony. Please drive safely.
The glass that will ease all my pain, that will settle